Good morning and welcome to Children's Time. I'm just looking at the scary face in the back of me. Look at those eyes. I hadn't noticed that. I hope it isn't frightening to you. Well, do you ever get angry? This cat behind me looks really angry and say some unkind and mean things to someone. Often we do that because we don't know the person very well and we just assume they're a certain way because they look different from us, or they act different from us, or they think different from us. Tony the cat and I have been busy while it blanches killing ants. And so when I read today's story about a young man, a boy, and an ant, I feel really, really guilty. Marconi does too. So we're going to have to rethink ourselves. So let's listen to the story about the tiny ant. Hey Little Ant by Philip and Hannah Hoos. Illustrations by Debbie Tilley.
Little ant, down in the crack, can you hear me? Can you talk back? See my shoe, can you see that? Well now, it's gonna squish you flat. Please, oh please, do not squish me. Change your mind and let me be. I'm on my way with a crumb of pie. Please, oh please, don't make me die. Anyone knows that ants can't feel. You're so tiny that you don't look real. I'm so big and you're so small, I don't think it will hurt at all. But you're a giant, and giants can't know how it feels to be an ant. Come down close, I think you'll see that you are very much like me. Are you crazy? Me like you? I have a home and a family. You're just a speck that runs around. No one would care if my foot came down. Oh, big friend, you are so wrong. My nestmates need me because I am strong. I'll dig out nests and feed baby ants too. I must not die beneath your shoe. But my mom says ants are rude. They carry off our picnic food. They steal our chips and breadcrumbs. It's good if I squash a crook like you. Hey, I'm not a crook, kid. Read my lips. Sometimes ants need crumbs and chips. One little chip can feed my town. So please don't make your shoe come down. But all my friends squish ants each day. Squishing ants is a game we play. They're looking at me. They're listening too. They say I should squish you. Now I can see you're big and strong. Decide for yourself what's right and wrong. If you were me and I were you, what would you want me to do? Should the ant get squished? Should the ant go free? It's up to the kid. It's not up to me. We'll leave the kid with the raised up shoe. What do you think that kid should do?
Wow, does that make you think differently about ants? Well, it does me. But basically, that ant is pretty wise. And he's telling us, that everybody has their own side of the picture, their own version of their life and their own problems and difficulties and joys in living our lives. So the more we can take joy in listening to people and getting to know people, especially those that think differently than us, that look different than us, that worship different than us, because God has a very inclusive circle. It's a big circle, and He wants us all in it together, worshiping Him and loving Him and His people. And a lot of the things that Jesus was saying in today's reading from the gospel was that particularly the very religious Jewish people were very focused on rules, what was clean, what was unclean, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And he said, don't worry so much about all of that. You need to think about what comes out of your mouth goes directly to somebody's heart. So he's saying, think before you speak, and speak with a loving voice. This is kind of an example. I had this great idea for what to do with my toothpaste when I was like pushing it all in here. And I thought, well, I'll put it in this bowl. And it'll be so much easier for me to get it out when I brush my teeth. But then I thought, why did I do that? I really want it back in this tube. Uh, do you think I could get it back in if I suck it back in and stuff? Oh my gosh, it just doesn't work. I have a problem. Well, that's what happens when we say unkind things. When unkind things come out of our mouth, we can't ever put them back. Once you hurt somebody, you can't ever make that hurt disappear. But you can think before you speak, and that makes all the difference. Have a blessed day. Love you. Amen.